Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about keepsake decor. Hello, I'm Nick. I'm the Bearded Housewife. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to make these Spotify keepsakes that are for favorite songs. This one that I made is for my husband and I because it was our song that we danced to at our wedding. I'm sure that you've seen them on any of the Facebook groups, any of the Cricut tutorials, anything like that. And there was some confusion as far as how to get this image. This code right here is a Spotify code that you get from Spotify. You scan it in the Spotify app, it'll play the song on the phone. How cool is that? I'm gonna show you how to make this, so let's head on over to my blog and I'll show you how to get the file for all of these cool buttons, and then I'll show you the tutorial on how to get this picture and the code, and then we'll get to making it, okay? Okay, we are on my blog, thebeardedhousewife.com. You can hit get access if you don't have the password yet, but for now, go to enter the library. You'll be asked to type in the password, and then you'll be brought to all of the files. You're going to want to hit the Spotify keepsake download it to the computer, and now we're ready to go to Design Space. Now that we have Design Space open, we can go to Upload, Upload Image, hit Browse, find where we have it on our computer, and hit Open. You can rename it if you'd like. If not, go ahead and hit Save. Highlight that image and hit Insert Images to bring it onto our canvas. I'm going to scroll out just a little bit here. There we go. Hit Ungroup because everything comes in grouped together. I'll move this rectangle out of the way. We'll be using that later for the print and cut image. Alright, first things first, we're going to want to add our text to make this customizable. So hit the text button on the left hand side, and I'm going to type the song name into the box here, and I am using the Cricut Sans text. I'm also going to change it to 40 as far as the size of the text. I also want to change the text color to white so that everything cuts out on the same piece of vinyl. Bring that down right above the player bar. That looks about good. Go ahead and duplicate this layer by hitting the duplicate button. And now we're going to add the artist name. For our song, it is Rita Wilson. Who knew that Tom Hanks' wife sang? And for the artist, we're going to change the text size to 20. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so we can get the placement right. And place that underneath the song title. We're going to want to highlight both of these text fields and go up to Align and then Align Left. That way we'll line up perfectly. Now we're going to want to do the song countdown. So highlight the last text box and hit duplicate and change the countdown on either side of the player bar. I'm going to do mine for 30 seconds. It's a good idea to check on Spotify how long your song plays so that you can get the end numbers correctly. Duplicate that. And I'm going to put minus because we count down as the song plays. Minus 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Move that to the right side underneath the player bar. There we go. And highlight both of these. Go to Align and then Align Center vertically. There we go. Now let's head over to the Spotify app and we will talk about how to grab that artwork. Alright, I have my phone here and I'm going to pull up Spotify, and you can see that I've already searched the name of the song. So I'm going to tap that And if you tap the 3 dots in the right hand corner, it'll pull up this screen. Tap the artwork and then you will see where it says Save to Photos. Hit that and you've saved it to your phone. Now let's head back to Design Space and we will import it into our artwork. Now that we're back in Design Space, this rectangle is what we're going to use for flattening the print then cut. Now import the image that we saved from Spotify the same way that you imported the SVG file. Find where we have it on our computer. There we go. Open it and hit Simple. Continue. And we're going to want to make sure that we use a print then cut image. Hit Save. Highlight the image and hit Insert Images. Drag that over on top of the rectangle and size it to go over that white rectangle. There we go. Highlight both the layers and then go down to Flatten. And one last thing before we're ready to cut, highlight all of the player buttons and the text that we added and the other rectangle and hit Attach. That will ensure that everything is placed where we want it to be placed. And you can head up to Make It and you can see the print then cut image, all of our player buttons and text, and then this is the background piece of cardstock. Hit the green Continue button, and then you can hit the green button here that says to send to printer to print out your print then cut image. I am using just sticker paper because I'm going to be putting this in a floating frame, so I'm not too concerned about using printable vinyl. And then we will be ready to start the cut. Alright, so we're going to need our green standard grip mat, our cardstock backing, vinyl and print and cut image, transfer tape, a rotary blade, our weeding tool, and our handy dandy scraper. I'm just going to go ahead and speed this up so you guys don't have to sit there and watch me cut everything out. Now that everything's cut out, I'm going to weed my vinyl. I always weed the vinyl on the mat to act as a third hand. Just start in one corner and slowly peel away. You're going to want to clean your glass with a little bit of the rubbing alcohol to make sure that the oils from your skin aren't on there when you go to transfer the vinyl. There we go. Okay, let's apply our transfer tape to our vinyl image. Just make sure to get all of the air bubbles out by slowly rubbing back and forth. I love this transfer tape. It's so much easier than the transparent stuff. There's a link in the description if you'd like to get some. Make a second pass. It kind of has the texture and the feel of masking tape. It works great for these kind of projects. Alright, once you have the tape completely covering the piece of vinyl, take your scraper and give it a good rub down. You just want to make sure that that transfer tape gets all over those vinyl pieces, especially those littler text pieces. That should be good. Now take your piece of glass and put that on top of the transfer tape, just to make sure that everything still lines up the way that it's supposed to. And I'm going to use this as my guide for my rotary blade to cut away the extra transfer tape. Take the glass off. Remove all the extra transfer tape that's on the work surface. Leave that piece of glass there. Now slowly peel the vinyl image and your transfer tape away from the backing sheet. I usually go really slow around all of the text to make sure that the transfer tape is actually pulling it up off of the carrier sheet. There we go. And we can place it on our glass. Give it a good rub down. Want to make sure that you get all of the areas of vinyl. There we go. And slowly start to peel the transfer tape away. If you notice any bubbles, air bubbles, you can always stop and scrape a little bit more, and then continue to pull the transfer tape away. Now it's time to place our print and cut image. And peel away the backing sheet as you are scraping to ensure that there's no air bubbles. There we go, perfectly. Now I'm going to take the glass and put it in our frame and add our backing. And there we go. Isn't that so cool? I got to hit it again with the rubbing alcohol and maybe some Windex, but I think that is such a cool gift. It looks awesome.
What did you think? How cool. Such a neat idea. This is such a cool thing for a wedding anniversary, a favorite song, a first song, your kids, anybody really, I think would really like this. You don't necessarily need to have Spotify to get a code for this particular look you do, but you can also use a QR code to scan it, and then it could play a YouTube video or something like that. If you want any more help with that, make sure that you leave a comment down below and I'll walk you through it. If you like this tutorial, make sure that you hit like and subscribe so you know when I post new videos. Until next time, guys, make sure that you head over to my blog, thebeardedhousewife.com. I have lots of other craft tutorials, some recipes on there. There's some neat stuff there. I'm Nick, I'm the Bearded Housewife. I'll see you later. Bye.